Good afternoon, beautiful people. Today I'm gonna try to do some Yaniclecas in Puerto Rico. They're called Yaniclecas. I've heard that these are called fried bread in the U.S., but this is my own recipe. Some of them are done spicy. Some of them are done like sweet. This is a little bit sweet, so let's go and try it. It gets 2 cups of flour, then 1 teaspoon of baking powder to it, teaspoon of baking powder. Then it gets a half a teaspoon of salt, should have this prepared already, huh? Half a teaspoon of salt. I'm using pink Himalayan salt in here, but you can use whatever salt you like to use. And then what we're going to do is we're going to mix all this first. Mix all this first. And then once we have them all mixed, we're going to do a little hole in the center and put it aside for a minute. Then we're going to work with the wet ingredients. The wet ingredients will be 3/4 of a cup of water. And to that, we are going to add 4 tablespoons of sugar. And as I said, it's a little bit on the sweet side. 1, 2, 3, 4. And to that, we're going to add just a little bit of oil. I don't know, in Puerto Rico we call it a chorrito, but I don't know, it's maybe half a teaspoon. So let's be sure that it is all mixed, completely mixed. I'm going to finish mixing it and take you back as soon as it's finished. So it is all mixed. And now we are going to start the fun. So we're going to bring back our dry ingredients and add some of the wet ingredients. That mix that you made, you know that I always have a story of everything that I try to do remembers me something else. So this recipe, I used to work in Puerto Rico in a federation that gave services to police men and also others like jail workers. I don't know how they're called in English, but it was like law enforcement people. They would give services to them like lawyers and others. And there was this girl in there that used to do this, and she taught me how to do them. Unfortunately, I don't remember her name, but I always remember her as the person that taught me how to do the Yaniclecas. Then I brought this recipe to my house, and at that time, I don't think my daughter was even married yet. So we're talking about more than 20 years ago. And my son-in-law and my son and everybody, but mostly them, got in love with this recipe. So since then, I made it a lot of times, but with time I forgot how to do the recipe, and it got like forgotten. And then all of a sudden I started looking for it again. So I'm gonna add a little bit of more flour, because you see this is really wet. It depends on when you do it in the year, how your temperature and your humidity is in your house. So you probably need less or more. It depends on where you are. So I'm gonna try to do a little bit more of flour, and then at some point I'm gonna start using my hands with it. Okay, I got clean hands, and let me get to it. I think I need to get a little bit more flour in it. I'm also using cake flour instead of all-purpose flour this time, so it's possible that's the reason that it's a little bit on the wet side, but here we are. So we're going to, in a clean surface and flour surface, we're gonna start working the dough until we have a bowl. Okay, let's do it. Let's get to it. So we're working on it. So normally it's like you fold it and then stretch it, fold it and stretch it. And if you see that you're getting a little bit of sticky on it, you just put a little bit more. You can help yourself with a pastry cutter. And that's exactly what I'm going to do now. Help myself with the pastry cutter until I get this bowl going. You don't have to overdo the dough. You just need this bowl. So normally what you do is you get your ball done, and what you're going to do is you're going to leave it like for maybe 2 hours, okay, just to rest. I normally put it in the fridge, but today I'm going to leave it outside. So let's put it to rest for a couple of hours. We'll be back. Get them fried. So you could use a little bit of oil in your hand. To prevent the dough from sticking. You can get a little bit of dough and then be sure that all your hand has the oil. You can get a little bit more if you want. Just don't use too much. Get another piece of dough. Form a bowl with it. Then you're gonna do like that, so, until you get the ones that you want. If you want to have them all do the same size, you just need to cut them first, and then make them the way you want. I kind of hodgepodge. I like to have them different sizes and different ways. Sometimes we even put a little bit of cheese. You just do a little bit of indentation and then cover it with cheese. But these are just regular fried, and if you see they're small, they're not like big pieces of bread as I normally see, and it is because we like them really crunchy, toasty at the sides, and a little bit of and a little bit of, I don't say soft. It's not soft inside, but we like them different. So we do them small because we like them crunchy in the outside and a little bit of bread texture in the inside, and that's how we do it. So let's get them to the fry pan and get them fried. So let's see if the oil is ready. It's not. Let's give it another minute to see, when it starts bubbling up, then it will be ready. I think we are ready now. Let's see. Oh yeah. Again, these are hodgepodge Yaniclecas. Probably that's why they sound like that, Yaniclecas. There's no form or order on them. Get them to a lower temperature so they don't burn on me. They normally do, but hope not today. So they're gonna start bubbling up. You see, like, growing, and then you would like to see if they're start to be ready to flip, and flip them, trying to avoid them to get burned. I'm looking forward to it. Skip a minute or so and then turn it. So you will normally want to, once they are ready, have a plate with a little bit of paper towel or a colander that you can use like so. Just regular plate with a colander. There's people that use like paper plates for it, just to take some of the oil out. Just flip them again. Make sure that they're all fried perfectly, like so. This is not, if you're on a diet, this is not for you, okay? Think they're ready? I think they are. Let's just give them another flip, because my hubby likes them really on the toasty side. But if you like them like such, then you just need to take them out now. Second batch in the fry pan already. So you're thinking what you can do with this? Well, I'm going to have them as a snack with homemade ground cherry jam. You can have it with cheese, with butter. There's people that put white, like the domino sugar over it. If you do them, you can, if like they're sweet, these are sweet, we have them with coffee. Yeah, they're so good. I'll be back once they're done. So if you see, I did not use the entire dough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this dough and save it in a container in the refrigerator for tomorrow. So now we can see what the result is of our Yaniclecas. Don't they look good? Look at them in the inside. They are like bread. isn't it? Should I taste it? Mmm. They're so good. Yeah. Try them. You will love them. Talk to you next time. Bye.